Hello, welcome back to Sil-Q with our stealthy stabber guy. So last time we were doing pretty well. We managed to smith some stealth equipment and we got a whole bunch of extra song and stealth. We managed to also smith this amulet which we are getting +2 song from, another robe with +3 stealth and song, and some gloves which let us make jewelry and grant us expertise. So what we want to do is find more forges and just forge a whole bunch of extra equipment that will boost our song and our stealth. So let's use, our revelations is empty. We've still got plenty of skill points available. I've been holding off on putting any experience into stuff because we might want to put more experience into smithing to make more gear, but I think we can probably pretty safely get ourselves a few more points of song. And now we can just use delvings to search for more forges. Our turn clock is at a min depth of 750, so we've still got plenty of time before we're forced to descend. So yeah, let's just continue. When looking for forges, it's better to take stairs pretty quickly, because you cover the most ground with delvings when nothing around you is explored. So it's more efficient to just enter a stair, sing delvings. If there's a forge, go for it. If not, just leave the level. So I'm gonna attempt to be a bit more aggressive with our searching and not stick around too long on any one level. In this instance, I'm going to move towards this stair over here, since that's also an upstair. But yeah, if there's not a forge, we should just leave. Actually, this is a shaft. I guess that's fine. Refuel our lantern. Is it still worth killing these guys? 8, and he may carry an object. I guess it's worth killing him. We got that perception ability last time, focused attack, which is helping out with our melee roll. We add half of our perception to our melee roll. Oh, I did not mean to walk right into that guy. But yeah, it looks like there's not a forge, so let's just head back down. Let's swap over to regen actually, just because we're a bit low on our voice. Is this... That's the first nameless thing that we've encountered. Fortunately, they have pretty mediocre will for our level of song, so we can just put them to sleep really easily. It's probably not worth trying to kill them because they do have a ton of health. I guess we can try fighting one just to see how we go. Let's put our dagger on, let's sing Lorien and Silence. That's not terrible damage actually. The issue is that they regenerate very quickly. So it's kind of difficult for us to actually do damage to him, although we're doing okay. If we can kill him, that'd be worth it. Oh, we're out of song. Okay, we can maybe not kill that guy. Let's just go up the stair. I don't think there's a forge nearby. Back to Quervianen. Oh, grotesque. We did pick up puncture last time, specifically to deal with these guys, so that's not actually an issue. In fact, it might be worth killing him for the 80 experience. Yep, that worked out pretty well. Let's hop over to regen since we've run out of voice entirely. And it looks like there is a special room up here, which actually has a forge in it. So this is almost certainly a unique area, Gothmog's Hole. So it's doubtful if we'll actually be able to make use of the forge, but we'll have a look. Hithrauko, usually only at 1,000 feet, but I guess this is a special room. It's kind of nice to encounter him because he is going to give us some experience. We can sing Freedom to make sure that the chest isn't trapped. Nothing too special in that. Let's swap over to regen and just get back to full before we properly enter Gothmog's Hole. Let's sing Freedom for a bit, just in case there are any traps. Lorien and Silence. Okay, there's a whole bunch of Silent Watchers. Yeah, I do remember this. There's 4 Silent Watchers, I believe. Now, they shouldn't be able to see us. They've got 0 perception. We've got 22 stealth. If we can, we'll try and clear out all these guys. We don't need to fight the trolls. There's probably something over here. Let's swap over to the Blessed Realm Amulet. Well, there's Gothmog. Right, yeah, we lost our song. Because we don't have silence anymore from the amulet. Let's swap back to that. But it looks like everything is asleep. There is some stuff in the forge area that we would have to clear out. But we can do that. Let's use the poison dagger. Okay, let's regen. Now, what did we want to make? We wanted to make a cloak, I believe. So cloak with stealth and song bonuses. We can get a +2 stealth and song cloak. How much would it cost us to add on? Nah, that's too much. How about regen? Okay, I guess we're just going with stealth and song. Don't think we can get high enough to add anything super cool onto it. Let's sing... Oh, we need to wear the other amulet. Let's sing Silence to reduce the noise from smithing. Cloak of stealth and song. Ooh, that's not good. We woke up Gothmog. Now, let's see. Quickness. Grace. Lorien. Silence. That seems to have worked. Now, can we maybe pull him out into this room? That would be ideal. Hey, Feanorian lamp. Been looking for one of these. That's actually perfect. Let's shoot Gothmog. Draw him over this way. Ah, crap, our grace just reverted. Let's do another one. Okay, good, he's asleep, and he's now behind a door. Now, hopefully we don't get interrupted again. We did get interrupted. What by? He didn't wake up, did he? Let's just make sure everything's asleep. Regen a little bit. Okay, cool. Managed to make that. Right under Gothmog's nose. So that brings us up to 31 song, which is pretty good. For context, The reason we want to pump up Song so high, I guess, is because Morgoth has 25 will. We need to beat his will by, I think it's his will, and he has a D10 roll versus our song with a D10 roll. So if our song is 10 higher than his will, it's basically guaranteed that we win the roll and put him a bit to sleep. So the higher the song, the better. It's also handy for just putting all these regular enemies to sleep, which lets us get more stabs in. Like so. So yeah, that's it for Gothmog's Hall, I guess. Couple of Shadow Cloaks, which are not interesting. Yeah, we definitely can't kill him, right? That would be crazy. Let's not do that. Let's just leave Gothmog's Hall. We got what we came for, which is a forge. Okay, so let's see what else can we smith up for ourselves. We've got an amulet, a robe, a cloak. We've got a +1 Grace Helm. We could make a ring, maybe? What can we put on a ring? Can put stealth on a ring. We can put regen, sustenance, free action, see invisible, +1 stealth. Or we could just forgo the +1 stealth and have a ring that gives us all that stuff. That might be good. Yeah, we can probably just do that without changing our current skills at all. So let's see if we can go find another forge and do that. Let's just swap places with that guy. Don't think there's a forge on this level. There is a special room up there though. Let's quickly go check that out. Bunch of staves. Don't think we even really need staves of understanding anymore. We've identified all of the potions. There's only a few herbs that we haven't seen. I guess there's a few staves as well. We'll hang on to one then. Let's just find an upstairs. Okay, there's an upstairs over there on the right hand side of the level. And there's one even closer over here. How much experience do we get for killing these guys? Still a fair amount. That's probably worth it. Another Hithrako. Let's just scoot past these trolls. I guess we can pick up a herb of healing. Oh, troll unique. 10 will, 6 perception. I think we can pretty easily kill that guy. Let's put on our regen and get some voice back. Nice. And a dragon which is on top of Bastard Sword of Final Rest. We don't need that. And we don't need those. Okay, let's head for the upstair. No forge? No forge. Ah, that's a shaft. Let's take a regular stair. There is another special room over here though, which I would like to check out. It's one of those ones that you have to tunnel into from the looks of it, which is interesting. And an unidentified staff, which is good. Staff of Foes. Who's inside? Ithrako and an ancient amethyst, and there's a unique Glarung. Probably worth going to check out Glarung's Hoard. So I guess we will stay on this level for a little bit more. Let's quaff a strength potion, sing silence, and tunnel through the wall. We woke him up anyway. Nothing much in here, just some quickness and constitution potions, which I guess is fine. I guess I should try and kill the trolls. They are mostly one hits, yeah. How do I actually get up to where Glarung was? I think we can go this way. Maybe. No, we can't. Whatever, let's just quaff another strength. Silence. Tunnel through the wall. Make sure everything in here is asleep. Potion of Miraval we want, and an unidentified staff we want. Ooh, the Crown of Daeron. That's actually a perfect find for this build. It gives us +4 song. Yeah, very nice. That's a straight up improvement over our helm. So we don't need that anymore. Unfortunately, we do reduce our grace a little bit, which means we have less voice, but that should be okay. You are on top of nothing, that's fine. Round sheet of the Nogrod. That's just stat stain. Yeah, nothing super exciting except for the helm, I think. Staff of Treasures, that's worth carrying. We don't have room for it, we can just drop... I don't think we haven't once used this Horn of Terror, we can just drop that. We can drop our Understanding and pick up a new one here. So Treasures is pretty good because it'll let us quickly identify whether there's anything we want to get on the level. So there's a Dragon's Hoard over here from the looks of it. With a special longbow, that could be an artifact, and special gauntlets, that could also be an artifact. Probably want to go check that out before we leave. Otherwise, doesn't look like there's much left on the level. Let's leave this place then. Oh, hang on. That dragon was standing on top of Elisar. I don't remember what that does, so let's wake him up and shift places with him. So that's regen. I guess we don't really need that. But we could carry it instead of the amulet of regen. Okay, let's get out of here. Go check out that and then leave. Another dragon unique and Caligon. 22 will, 11 perception. He shouldn't wake up, but let's sing silence just to be sure. These are artifacts. We don't care about that, I don't think. And this is just cold resistance. I guess that's worth wearing. Let's continue singing silence. And we need to go find an upstairs. There's one right here. Okay, so that was a pretty good level. We got a +4 song out of it. Let's use treasures. Few potions. What are those potions? It doesn't work like in other Angband variants. We can't actually see everything that we've seen through treasures. Okay, there's some special gloves there. Grace, quickness, dexterity, more grace, mirror of all. We do want to go pick up potions of grace, I think. And we want to check out whatever this special gloves are. Okay, well we have identified them. That's the important thing. That up there is a great sword. Oh, there's an enchanted forge. Very nice. So that's a +3 smithing. What's our smithing currently? 21. What was that ring that we were thinking about? If we do sustenance, regen, see invisible, free action, we can put something else on this, surely. Vanish? We would need 25 smithing, I believe. Probably don't need sustenance. Let's see what we can make here. So if we go vanish and as much of this stuff as we can afford. We could do that. That works. So we get regen without any hunger penalty. The hunger penalty, does that actually matter? Probably not at this stage of the game, right? We're pretty close to the end. Let's see if we do it without the hunger penalty. What can we get away with? Regen, see invisible, free action, and stealth. And vanish. We need 2 more points of smithing to make that work, which is very doable. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's regen. Get our voice back before we start. And there's no extra stuff we need to do? I don't think so. Alright, so what did we say? Vanish and regen, see invisible, free action. Free action, regen, see invisible. Nice. We can wear that over a ring of protection, I guess. Or maybe over the ring of free action. We've got 12 will, 1 source of free action. We really want 2 sources of free action, I think. Yeah, okay, let's wear it over the protection ring. We can also drop LSR now, since we have regen through our ring, and we've got 1 more use on this remaining. What can we even make? I guess we could make a ring of secrets for identifying any other items. Yeah. Let's just do that. Now we don't need to carry understanding. Cool. What are we missing? We've got a good ring. We've got 2 sources of free action. We've got our amulet made. Got a robe, got a cloak, got a helm. I guess we could make artifact boots if we find another forge, which could have a stealth bonus on them. Maybe we could do speed. That's possible. If we get masterpiece, we could make boots of speed. And then we'd be permanently fast. I don't know if it's that worthwhile, but we could do it. Oops. If we dump all of our points into song, we're at plus 18. Which, not plus 18, plus 18 base, 38 boosted. Which is pretty good. Unfortunately we can't leap from here, can we? No, we can. Okay, cool. You do need a run up to, in order to leap, which I thought would not be possible, but apparently it was. There was another potion of grace up here. No, that's oil. There was another one somewhere around here. Mirror, strength. There's the other potion of grace. I think that's it for this level. Let's head down the stairs. Where are the nearest stairs? Up there, I think. Has our minimum depth, 850. $6,000 experience. I wonder if there is anything we should pick up. Masterpiece, I guess, if we want to do something crazy with smithing. Songs, I think we're okay on. Stealth, we're okay on. I think we're okay on basically everything. So yeah, just pumping up more song and stealth and smithing. We'll hang on to the experience for the moment. We should be using treasures. Looks like there's a special room over there. Some more stuff to check out. New ring, which is probably worth... is it worth it? Could be an artifact, I guess. What rings have we not identified? Whole bunch. Yeah, could be a regular ring. Mirror is worth getting, Grace is worth getting. Some healing, some stuff over here. Oil, don't really care anymore. Galvorn armor. Probably nothing we actually care about on the right side of the level, I think. But there are a few things that we... oh, that's a special spear. That's probably an artifact. I guess we will go check that out. Wraith. It's okay, he went down the stair. This is Spear of the Vanya. Okay, that's worth picking up. We can drop Kuivienen and use this when we're singing instead, because this will give us more voice as well with the +1 grace. and we just swap over to the dagger whenever we actually want to stab anything. Probably still worth killing these guys, I suppose. Don't think I'll bother checking out this room up there. Kill these trolls because they may drop an item. Although not that time. Okay, there's our Grace Potion. Miravore. Don't need the Crimson Potion. This guy didn't have anything worthwhile. No. That could be an extremely rare +2 Blessed Realm. It's not really worth it anyway because we're using our amulet for the extra song abilities. That dragon has wandered away from his horde for some reason. There's another Grace. Nope, that's oil. And there was something up here I wanted to check, right? Yeah, the ring. There was something else. Maybe just the ring. Yeah, I guess it was just the ring. That is a ring of accuracy +3. Okay. Let's find an upstairs. There's one right down there. I haven't been very good with my promise to only explore the bare minimum of the level and then move on. But whatever, we've still got 8:50 on the turn clock, so it's getting up there, but we're not at the limit just yet. Still got some time to kill. Oops. That was foolish. Is he fast? No, let's run away then. Vanish kicking in there, he became unwary even though we were right next to him. Yeah, those guys really hurt. He actually destroyed our Staff of Treasures, which is maybe a good thing, because it was making me stick around on these levels for way longer than I need to. Ah, there is a forge. Cool. Okay, got a dragon here. Who has what in his horde? A steel chest. That could be worth it. Let's sing. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot that at a very high song you can actually close chasms with freedom. That's cool. Okay, let's see if we can swap over on the dragon and he goes back to sleep. Cool. And there are a whole bunch of cloaks in that. What is our song? 34, that is very high. Unfortunately there's a Silent Watcher in this room who's going to be a bit of a pain to get rid of. We do have Puncture. So we can kill him with that. He's going to stun us though. Maybe we just duck around the corner and wait for him to become unwary every time we shoot him. I think that works. He probably woke up some stuff with his screeching. He did wake up the spectres, who we cannot put to sleep. So that's not good. Hopefully they just run away. Good. I think when they're inside the wall, they can't hear so well. Maybe not, because there's one right there. That might disqualify this forge if we can't get rid of those guys. I guess we could try and kill them with spear. And then just run away and let Vanish kick in. Let's see if we can kill this guy. Cool. Hopefully no more show up. Yeah, we should wear the spear while we're forging for the extra grace. We've got 24 smithing. I think we said we wanted to make some boots. We could also make some gloves. What can we put on gloves? We can't put stealth or song bonus on it, so that's not very useful. Maybe not gloves then. We can't even put grace on it. So, boots. Can put stealth on the boots. What else? I don't think there's really a lot we can put on boots. I guess we can put some resistances on them. We don't really need resistances though, because we're putting everything to sleep. How about just straight up stealth? How much stealth can we put on? +4 if we get a couple more points in smithing. That's only +1 over the boots that we currently have, which is maybe not worth it. Yeah, what do we want to smith then? Speed. Let's just do speed, and that'll be the last thing that we smith. Or maybe we should do a bow. What can we put on a bow? We could get +4 stealth on a bow. What is our current bow giving us? Perception +2, resist cold. I think I'll do that. Let's get +4 stealth on a bow. That costs us 2,000 experience. +4 stealth at the moment would cost us 5,000 experience, so that's a pretty worthwhile trade, I think. Let's whisper a song of silence before we start smithing. We could also maybe make a dagger. +4 song on a dagger, or +4 stealth on a bow. Let's go with the bow, because we've already got a melee weapon that's giving us grace. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so stealth. I wonder how much perception we could grab. Not as much. Okay, yeah, let's just do that then. Stealth +4. Nice. That brings us up to 29 stealth. And there's unlikely to be another forge, so we should just leave the level. Don't need our old bow. Probably don't need to carry around all this mithril either. Actually, could we make a lamp? We could make a lamp with a grace bonus on it. Yeah. Maybe we'll do that next time. I'll carry the mithril then. Although I guess we could melt down our current lamp. Ooh, didn't mean to attack the wraith. Let's just leave the level. Doesn't look like there's a forge nearby anyway. Another wraith. No forge. No forge. Let's make our way over to this downstair and we'll go from there. He does have a potion of Mirror, that dragon, which I could pretty easily grab, so let's just grab it. We swap places with him, he becomes unwary and then falls asleep because our song is ridiculous. And same thing in reverse, cool. I wonder if we could actually try killing one of these guys. 18 will, 35 song. I'm going to try killing a dragon. We'll see how we go. Let's rest up a little bit. Our song comes back really quickly, or our voice comes back really quickly because we do have regen on our ring now. Okay, he does still do a lot of melee damage. Let's quaff these potions of Orcish Liquor, which we still have for some reason. Okay, nice. We actually killed him. So yeah, probably is possible for us to kill him. Maybe not advisable, since if he got a crit, he could potentially one-shot us. Let's just continue looking for forges. Hey, there's one. So what did we say we were going to make? A dagger, possibly. If we make a dagger, we can stick stealth and song on it. Two more damage sides. Maybe that's worth it, just having a good stabbing dagger. If we focus purely on damage, what does that look like? Okay, can't do 3, but we can do 2. And then we can stick maybe just a stealth bonus on it. Maybe we'll do that. Let's sing Lorien in silence so we can swap past the dragon. Although, do we even really need a big damage dagger? We're doing plenty of damage already. Let's see. Flew over that trap. Leaping actually does let you jump over traps, which I completely forgot about up until just then. So we're super high on everything. This is basically just for fun. At this point we could very easily go and win the game. But let's see. What can we stack up? We can get another dagger with plus something song on it. Let's just go with that. Get a massive amount of song. How much can we get? Plus 4 song? That's pretty good. Forgot to close the doors. It's probably fine. Cool. Let's just drop that dagger. The poisoned one. We can drop the Spear of the Vanyar. We're at 38 song, which is absolutely ridiculous. We could continue going around and finding more forges. We've still got some time on the clock. But really, at 40 song, what's the point? Let's just go down and grab our Silmaril and leave. So this is kind of fun. When you play as a stealth character, it's really not necessary at all at this point, but we can actually explore the entire level. and we get to actually see the throne room in all its glory. So there's a couple of side rooms. Who's that? That's Shelob. 55 health. I feel like we could actually kill her. Probably shouldn't, just in case she does get an attack in on us. But yeah, it's kind of fun on a really stealthy character, getting to actually explore the throne room and have a little tour. That's probably ungoliant, I would say, judging from the shadow. As long as we don't attack anything, the tension won't be broken. Which is not really a huge deal. Even if the tension is broken, we can just put everything to sleep again. Yep, there we go. We can actually see her. Let's eat some bread. We are using our regen amulet. There's a Glaurung again. Oh, we actually got a message just then. It falls asleep, his crown slips off his brow and falls to the ground nearby. So that was Morgoth's crown falling off. You get a message even if he's not in line of sight. So his 25 will against our 40 song is not holding up very well. What's Glaurung standing on? I don't want to exchange places with that guy. I think it'll break the tension. Let's sit here for a bit and wait for our song to come back. Let's just kill this guy. Sure. We have broken the tension now, but whatever, that's fine. Everything is still asleep. And right behind Morgoth, what you're intended to do as a stealthy character, I guess, when you enter the throne room, you're meant to kind of just come around the side here. And that way you can get to the back. And at the back of this area, there's this little corridor that you can walk through. With a silent watcher at the very end, but you know, he's not too difficult to avoid. What you're meant to do is you come up behind Morgoth and then you kind of sing him to sleep at this point. Anyway, let's actually get our Silmaril. So let's wear our Glaive of Gowron. And it's really easy to get a Silmaril because we do have, sharpness on the glaive. And we can swap out our Feanorian Lamp of Brightness for that. Couple of unrelenting horrors around here, which are kind of dangerous. And then I think the final area, which we haven't visited just yet, is over here at the back. There's like another couple of rooms with some goodies in them. And yeah, there you go. There's the throne room tour. So I guess we should at this point just get the hell out of here. Now the ascent should be really easy, because we've got a million song, a million stealth, and Song of Freedom. So there's really nothing that should be able to do anything to us on the ascent, but things can always go wrong, and especially if you're overconfident, things can go poorly. Let's just dump the final few experience points we have into Song. We can just sit here for a bit actually. We don't need to leave just yet. We can wait for our voice to come back. And off we go. Because we have so much song, it's actually going to be really easy to find all the upstairs. Even if we run into Morgoth, we should be able to just put him to sleep. He still only has, I think, 25 will. It might be bolstered a little bit on the ascent. I don't really like this level. Those corridors aren't great. But I don't hear any singing either. Which means that Morgoth is not nearby. So, yeah, that's fine. We can sit here for a little bit for our song to recover. Okay, he must be pretty close because we are actually hearing the names of the songs. Okay, I think he's behind us. Oh, there he is. Cool. Managed to put him to sleep in one turn. Let's see, he still has 25 will. So yeah, not an issue for us. Let's close in this chasm with freedom. That's ridiculous how quickly that closes in. 43 song. Anyway, let's sit here in the corner so that our song recovers, or our voice rather. I keep on calling it song. We hear singing in the distance. Morgoth is probably nearby. But it sounds like he has fallen asleep. Here's Thuringwethel. She only has 40 health, so she goes down pretty quickly. Oh, that guy actually didn't die. I guess our dagger isn't super great. Anyway, let's just continue on our way up. Right next to the stair, we can just wait for our song, our voice to come back. We do hear singing, but Morgoth did not manage to catch us. Okay, that upstairs is not too far away actually, that's fine. Here's Morgoth again, and there he goes, he's asleep again. I wonder if we... no, that's really stupid. I was gonna say I wonder if we could stab Morgoth and actually kill him, but as he gets lower in health, his stats improve quite dramatically. And he can definitely one-shot us. Our evasion is pretty low. So let's not do that. Okay, last level, and then we're on to the entrance, which we can also show off, like the throne room. You normally don't see much of the entrance, because you're kind of just running for it. But that's what it looks like. Let's just kill these people, because they're going to interrupt. Yeah, so in these rooms there's like a whole bunch of enemies, yeah, a whole bunch of orcs and stuff. They'll all be asleep because we were singing. But you know, this is kind of fun. At the end you can just go kill a whole multitude of orcs if you want. I think the rooms closer towards the entrance have war trolls in them instead. Yeah, fun little victory lap. if you're not desperately running for your life, like you are a lot of the time. More orcs. I think, is it these ones here? I think there's trolls in... Yeah, there we go. Still don't one hit the trolls sometimes. We could try and kill Karkaroth, which I would like to do actually. Hopefully he's asleep already. He is asleep. So Karkaroth is actually really dangerous. He has a plus 29 bite, and it does a lot of damage, especially if you don't resist poison. So actually, having said that, I'd like to kill Karkaroth. It would be so stupid to lose this run right at the end. So let's just sneak past him very carefully. And yeah, I guess let's put our final last points into song, finishing on 44 song, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, there you go. So this character was really easy once we started to get Lorien actually working, which only happened around 650? I think around 600 feet, because it's when we started running into a lot of shadows, and they were around 650. Yeah, so the start of the game, you know, play it as a regular melee character, and that's not too bad. Once you start to pivot more into stealth, things become trickier, because you're in a sort of weird spot where your stealth is not high enough to be invisible to everything, and your melee is suffering because you're putting points into stealth. But I think once we managed to smith the stealth equipment, that's when things started to turn around. And then late game, once you have Artifice and you can just stack on a million song bonuses, it becomes ridiculous. But yeah, hopefully that was enjoyable. This is a pretty fun character to play. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.